Reddit user Vanilla Bear encountered something really creepy while staying over at his parents' house. Vanilla Bear writes, "Guys, I'm seriously freaking out. I don't know what's going on. Weird things happen in my parents' house all the time, but this is the most severe. Take a look at this footage and see what you think." This footage is pretty spooky. Vanilla Bear approaches the door to the basement, as it seems like someone is trying to open it from the inside. After waiting anxiously and deciding as to whether or not he should open the door, he opens it, only to find that no one is there. As you can imagine, Vanilla Bear was baffled by this. One thing that Vanilla Bear is sure of is the uncanny vibe he felt during this strange occurrence. Even his dog appeared to be unsettled by it, as he was staying far away from the basement. Although he has no explanation for this, viewers have come up with their own. A common explanation is that there could have been a strong wind gust coming from outside, causing the door to do this. However, Vanilla Bear dispels this notion by stating that there was barely a breeze outside. He also adds that the door has shaken before, but never like this. That being said, what are your thoughts on this footage? It's strange, and it seems like most people are finding it hard to explain. Let me know what you think down below. The following video was posted by Esco Season 95, who was home alone at the time of this recording. Esco was lying in bed, playing with his dog while recording him, when, out of nowhere, something really creepy happens. The door all of a sudden closes on its own. It starts off slow, then quickly shuts itself. The video then ends. However, it's for this reason that some viewers think this video is fake. Although the video itself is pretty creepy, some people can't help but think that this might have been staged. Perhaps someone could have been by the door pulling it with a string. Not going over to investigate and showing us that nobody was there makes this video come off as fake. However, Esco states that the reason why the video ends abruptly is because he was recording on Snapchat. He also states that going over to open the door and keep on recording wasn't his first instinct. Esco then writes, "All I can say is that there was no string tied to it. Nobody pulled it closed. It might have just been the AC, but it hasn't happened again and didn't happen before." To this day, Esco doesn't know what to make of this footage. But most people agree with Esco on this being a paranormal occurrence. For now, Esco awaits for more responses that can explain this creepy encounter. This next video features someone who woke up in the middle of the night and encountered something really creepy. Kathy Gollinger has been experiencing strange activity at home. With all that's been going on, she thought it'd be a good idea to have cameras set up around the house to capture anything that might explain these strange occurrences. However, little did Kathy know that doing so would leave her feeling disturbed, as the camera in her room captures something really unsettling. Kathy was sleeping when, out of nowhere, the following happens. Pay close attention to the closet or you'll miss it. Kathy is woken up by a sound that came from her closet. She checks around, only to find that nothing is there. It is upon realizing this that Kathy decides to storm out of her room, as she's now freaked out by this incident. I'm sure most people would have done the same, especially right after seeing the ball fall from the closet. This video is without a doubt pretty spooky, and it still remains a mystery as to what caused the ball to fall out. The following video was posted by Rochelle, who's been wanting to post this video for a while, but couldn't do so, as according to Rochelle, she felt like something was preventing her from uploading the video. It was something she couldn't explain. It was a very strange feeling. However, she eventually decides to post the video. Needless to say, viewers who saw the video were left feeling strange about it. They were left feeling unsettled, and Rochelle knew exactly how they felt. Rochelle states that lately she's felt like something has been watching her. Her dog has been acting strange, and this video that her sister recently took really shook her. Whatever this is, it sure is pretty creepy. To see that you were right all along, that something was actually watching you, must be somewhat relieving, as you now know for sure that you're not being paranoid. But at the same time, it must be very upsetting, as you now know that this is something beyond your control. Whether Rochelle moves out or not, viewers agree that the clip alone is enough reason to find another place. This next clip is pretty creepy, as something unexpected happens towards the end. The video starts off with someone going through a tunnel late at night. All appears to be normal, until, after going further in, this happens.
Wow, that's so cool. Wow. Whoa. Hello? 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 Oh my god, no!
At the end of the tunnel, there appears to be someone peeking at this person. Sure enough, the person recording was scared senseless upon seeing this. Whoever this was at the end of the tunnel seemed pretty creepy, but the creepiest part about this person isn't the way he was acting, but also how he appeared. If you look closely, this person appears to have no face and a body that's similar to that of a puppet's. It might have just been the camera. However, seeing this must have truly been a frightening sight. But the scariest part about this encounter isn't just this creeper, but the sound of a switchblade being opened up. Had this person gone any further, I'm sure that something really bad would have happened. As always, what are your thoughts on this video? Mexican folklore is rich with stories that are still told to this day. Among those stories is the chilling legend of La Llorona, the story of a ghostly woman who drowned her kids and mourns over their deaths at night. Although you might think this story is purely fictional, some people beg to differ. The following video is a testament to the mounting evidence of those who've seen this ghost. Take a look at this video and see what you think.
Sí, sí es, no manches. Se le ve el cabello largo. Se le ve el cabello largo. ¡Hey! ¿Quién eres? Mira, 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 mira. Mira, 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 mira. No manches. ¡Hey! ¿Quién eres? ¿Es la Llorona? No, 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 no. Mire, mire, mire. Cabellote largo. El cabello. Uy. No, 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 no. Oh, oh, no manches. Oh.
In the distance, there appears to be someone dressed in a white gown. Perhaps this might have just been someone who happens to be dressed like La Llorona, but in the context of this legend, one can't help but think that this might be genuine footage of La Llorona caught on camera. Of course, I'll leave it up to you to decide as to whether or not that's the case. Regardless, seeing something like this in the middle of nowhere late at night is sure to leave you feeling spooked. This next video takes place at what appears to be an abandoned location. Not much info is given on the video, except that something really creepy was captured on camera. Take a look at this clip and see what you think.
Niño, algún espíritu o alma demonio que se encuentra en este lugar, manifiéstate.
The person filming is calling out a spirit when all of a sudden, an apparition of what looks like a child is captured on camera. However, it's not certain if this was actually the spirit of a child or something else. Whatever this is, it sure is unsettling. For now, it remains a mystery as to what this was. But what do you think this might be? Let me know down below. I don't know what it is, but sometimes there are moments when we sense things that don't seem to be there. Call it clairvoyance or a sixth sense, whatever it is. Some people have this ability to feel the presence of something that doesn't appear to exist. And more often than not, what they sense makes them feel unsettled. Michael from YouTube has felt this way for a while, and the following video shows that there's something really odd about his place. Take a look at this video and see how unsettled Michael appears to be.
Whatever's in here needs to leave. Like, I've had enough of it, and it's just getting worse. Like, really, really bad. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Alright, you need to leave. I've had enough of your games. I'm tired of being played. This is so creepy. This is so creepy. My camera won't focus. There we go.
Michael is really spooked. And to further add to the spookiness, Michael captures on camera what sounds like a galloping horse coming from down the hall. It's obvious that Michael has been experiencing this for a while. All that he can do for now is share this video and gather advice from viewers as to what he can do to stop this. All of us can recall a time in which we felt really happy. Before drifting off to sleep, we think about these memories as they remind us that life isn't all that bad. Whatever it is that we're going through, these memories remind us that it's okay. Eventually there will be better moments. However, as you think about such memories, you might come across one in particular that you're sure is the best moment you've ever lived, the happiest you've ever been. But as you ruminate more and more about this memory, you may start to remember things you once forgot. Then, for some reason, you begin to tremble. You don't know why, but you think that it may have to do with the memory currently playing in your head. You close your eyes tightly as you try your best to recall a different memory a memory to cover up the one that's slowly unfolding itself as it's too horrifying to think about. And then, out of nowhere, it hits you. You suddenly remember the reason as to why this memory was locked away deep inside the recesses of your mind. What you thought was a happy memory was in fact a frightening one. The photo you're seeing is really unfortunate. This photo was taken by the father of the child in this picture. It was then posted on Facebook by his wife, who writes, "My husband took this picture of our son playing with his imaginary friend Pauline. We thought it was just a normal thing to have an imaginary friend. I had one as a child myself, but after this picture, we decided to move." This photo is unfortunate, as the child that's in it will look back at this memory when he's much older and realize that his so-called imaginary friend wasn't imaginary at all, but instead something real. What was once an innocent moment is now a haunting memory. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.